Hello and welcome back to Alice Talks Football, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about Donny Van De Beek. Now Donny Van De Beek has been linked to Manchester United ever really since January, however it felt like there wasn't that much in those stories. So yesterday it took me quite by surprise when we got quite a few links to Donny Van De Beek, and it was from some pretty credible sources linking us to Van De Beek. And I started looking into this story, and there actually could be something in this story about Donny Van De Beek to Manchester United. So that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. I'm going to be giving you the full story on Donny Van De Beek to Manchester United, all the transfer news surrounding it, what's been said recently, how reliable is it, how likely is it going to happen, and what have the reports said. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But first things first, please hit that like button and subscribe down below to Alice Talks Football if you have not already, so you don't miss daily Manchester United content from me. Now, the first thing I'm going to talk about is who is Donny Van De Beek and why would Manchester United / Ole Gunnar Solskjaer be interested in him? Now, Donny Van De Beek has recently turned 23, he plays for Ajax and he's a Dutch midfielder. Now, what position does he play? Well, that's the thing about Donny Van De Beek, is a lot of people have a lot of different ideas of the position he plays, but he can play CDM, centre mid and cam, but he normally plays in a number 8 role or a box-to-box role. Now, in terms of a Paul Pogba replacement, Donny Van De Beek would be better than Grealish because he offers a lot more defensively. He can play as a centre mid, but he can also give depth in the cam area. This season he's played 18 games as a box-to-box centre mid for Ajax, where he's got 10 goal contributions. He's also played 19 games for Ajax as an attacking midfielder, a cam, a number 10, where he's got 11 goal contributions. So basically half the games that Donny Van De Beek has played this season, he's played as a box-to-box midfielder, and the other half he's played as an attacking midfielder, showing that he's flexible. And in terms of a Paul Pogba replacement, he would be more like for like than Grealish. Obviously he's not as big and physical as Paul Pogba, but he's a midfielder that adds creativity, and with Pogba likely to leave next summer, I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer might look at Van De Beek as an alternative to Grealish because Van De Beek's more likely to fit in the squad. Whereas with Jack Grealish, like, he's a good player and all, but like he can sort of play on the left and as cam, but he can't really give depth any further down, where Pogba can give depth in cam, CM and CDM, and Van De Beek can do that too. So I can see why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is interested in Van De Beek. This season, in the Eredivisie, he has 8 goals and 6 assists in 23 games, which is pretty decent for a young player. He's also put in some really impressive Champions League performances, and no wonder Real Madrid and Manchester United are interested in the player. He adds something to midfield, he's creative, he's got that spark, so why would Ole Gunnar Solskjaer want him? Well, he's young. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer likes young players, recently turned 23. He's a midfielder. I think we need more depth in the midfield, especially in creative roles, because I feel like Fred, he's a good box-to-box midfielder, but does he offer much going forward? No. Whereas Van De Beek is a box-to-box midfielder that offers a lot more going forward, so more similar to Pogba. You know, he plays for Ajax, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer talks about a player that wants to come to Manchester United because it's a step up in their career. He is apparently open to joining Manchester United, so he has that mentality, he has the mindset that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wants, where he wants to join Manchester United to take that next step in his career. He's also a flexible, hard-working character, so I see why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is interested in Van De Beek. So, what are the recent rumours around Manchester United and Van De Beek? What are they saying and what is being reported? Well, first things first, this all really started about 6 months ago with the odd link in January, and then I feel like in February, March, there was, I think March time, Van De Beek came out in an interview and said that he was really surprised by all these rumours linking him to Real Madrid because nothing's really been spoken about between him and Real Madrid, and he was not aware of this Real Madrid move, something along those lines. So Van De Beek basically said in March time that I'm being linked to Real Madrid so much, but like I don't know if I'm going there, like nothing's really happening, why am I being linked with him so much? Van De Beek basically telling other clubs that like Real Madrid aren't actually that in for me, come get me, and that sort of started a few more rumours about Manchester United to Van De Beek. So like he wasn't going to Real Madrid, so other clubs expressed an interest in him. Now yesterday a report came out from the Telegraph, it's like a Dutch report that I've heard from Twitter and other people that this is a generally credible, quite reliable source. And they basically talk about Manchester United and Donny Van De Beek, saying Manchester United are ready to hijack the midfielder and bring him to Old Trafford. So basically saying Real Madrid want him, but so do Manchester United, and Manchester United are prepared to hijack this deal. And then when this came out, I was kind of excited because I was like, this is kind of credible. But like just like everyone else, I was kind of thinking, is this something that Manchester United have leaked to the press because there's so much positivity around Chelsea and Werner, and that we're not in for him, or we're never in for him, so there's a bit more negativity in the transfer, like that, are we just releasing a story to bring some positivity? However, today, yesterday, Van Der Sar basically came out in an interview and said that Manchester United and Real Madrid are both very interested in the player, confirming that Manchester United are actually interested in Donny Van De Beek and that we've actually expressed an interest in him. So there maybe is a bit more to the story, because Van De Beek has said that Manchester United and Real Madrid are the two clubs that are most interested in Donny Van De Beek, and we've expressed an interest in him. Now, other reports came in saying that Donny Van De Beek is open to a move to Manchester United. Obviously, we have a really good connection with Ajax, like good relationship with Ajax, so getting a deal done shouldn't be too difficult. He'd probably only be about £40 million, which is pretty affordable. Van Der Sar has confirmed it, and there's other reports saying that they have begun talks, so it's really quite positive around Donny Van De Beek and Manchester United. Now, do I think that Donny Van De Beek will join Manchester United? Well, for me, there's not enough in it for me to say I think he will join. I do actually think that Manchester United are interested in Van De Beek and are looking at him as an option, but I can't say that I think he will join, because for me there's not enough in it. And if I had to say right now, do I think he will join? No. But then I don't want to say no, because never say never, because I feel like there is a chance. But like with Sancho, with Bellingham, with Grealish, I know there's like a very high chance, where with Van De Beek it's just sort of started, but like we've begun talks, so there is a little bit of a start of something in it. So as I said, I believe the reports that Manchester United are interested in Van De Beek. I believe the reports that like we might go for him. I think if we can afford him, we'd go for him. But the thing is, Werner is 50 million, and we didn't go for Werner for 50 million because we wanted to save our funds for Sancho. So like, yeah, we get Sancho, but then are we now going to spend 40 million on Van De Beek if we couldn't get Werner for 50 million? That is another question to ask. Like, what is Manchester United's transfer budget? Are they lying, saying they're fine financially? Are the Glazers going to spend money? Now, for me, I think that Manchester United will go for Jadon Sancho before anyone. I think we will go for Jadon Sancho, and I don't think we'll put a bid in for Donny Van De Beek until we know what's going on with Sancho. I think first things first in the transfer window, Manchester United will go for Sancho, put a bid in for Sancho. We either get him or we don't. And I think if we get him, then we might go for Donny Van De Beek. But I don't think anything serious will happen with Donny Van De Beek until Manchester United have put in an offer for Sancho and see if they get him. Could Manchester United get Donny Van De Beek, Bellingham and Sancho? I feel like it's quite unlikely because it's Manchester United, but I'd like that to happen. I think if Paul Pogba leaves, there's a much higher chance we'll get Donny Van De Beek because we'll get money for Paul Pogba. Real Madrid will be less interested in him because they've got Paul Pogba. That's a chance for us to get Donny Van De Beek. I think if Villa stay up, there's more of a chance we'll get Donny Van De Beek. I think, for me, I think Manchester United will go for Jadon Sancho, see what happens, and then maybe look elsewhere at Jude Bellingham, who could go to Dortmund, Jack Grealish, who could be 50-60 million if Villa stay up. So then I guess, yeah, maybe they could go for Donny Van De Beek. But the thing with Manchester United is, they sometimes lie saying we have more money than we do and we're going to spend, but really we only like to have a net spend of 70-80 million pounds. So I think Donny Van De Beek would depend on if we sold other players. I think if Smalling goes, Lingard goes, Jones goes, there is a chance it will happen, but I think there's not enough in it right now, and I think if anything does happen with Van De Beek, it won't happen till August time. In other words, to conclude, I think Manchester United are interested in Van De Beek. I think there's a chance we could sign Van De Beek, but I think if we do sign a creative midfielder, it's more likely to be Jack Grealish. However, myself, I think I'd rather have Donny Van De Beek. But that is Donny Van De Beek to Manchester United, the full story, everything that's being reported, and my thoughts on this story. So if you have not already, please hit that like button and subscribe down below to Alice Talks Football if you're new. Share this video and let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Would you like to see Donny Van De Beek at Manchester United? And if you had to choose between Donny Van De Beek and Jack Grealish, who would you choose? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.